that pause right there, that visualization. Look at where his head is. If there is no halo there, that back wing is already gone. The back wing is already gone. So there would have been no helping him. That is the visualization I think everyone needs to see as for why the halo works, why it's perfect. I don't think anybody's going to argue it anymore. Halo works. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video. If you guys haven't, I'll start this intro by saying, go take a look at my 2022 British Grand Prix reaction video. It's the best race of the year, by far. It is everything F1 wanted to see in a race. You have the drama, you have the action, you have, we don't want to see the crashes, but you have the overtakes. You had at one point 5 cars from 5 different teams dueling for one spot with 6 laps to go. And it was phenomenal. It was everything I thought it would be and more. People almost spoiled it for me in the comments of the qualifying video, which I could see, by saying that it was the best race of the season. And I feel like some people are probably going to toss it in the GOAT conversation for the best race ever, just because of how much action there actually was into it. But I'll let you guys decide that. We're in this video going to take a look at the ZHOU crash, the turn 1 crash from the 2022 British Grand Prix, because while the highlights video did touch on it, and it's sort of, I'm happy. First off, actually, sorry, I'm so happy he's okay. I'm beyond happy he's okay. The halo saved his life. And I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think we can all genuinely say halo saved his life. Because if there was no halo there, it would have been that back wing trying to prop him up to stop his head from getting crushed by the pavement. And it probably wouldn't have succeeded. He probably would have died. Super grim to think about. And also, Monza last year was the same thing. Max Verstappen almost beheaded Lewis Hamilton. Halo saved his life. So the halo has proven itself, twice now. I feel like in this weekend, the F2 crash, now the ZHOU crash. How did this even happen? I don't know. The Grand Prix did not go, the highlights did not go too in depth into it. We're going to do a live stream watching the entire race again. I think we have to. We absolutely have to, because I need to watch the full thing just so I can feel like I'm back in that moment. It's a holiday weekend here in the US, so I did miss it live. Really disappointing. But anyway, we're going to get into the race. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video on the F1 channel in the description below. Do apologize, I'm not going to be able to show the entire thing due to copyright. So we're going to, obviously take a look at it the first time, try to go in depth. And the second time we'll stop. First time, I'm just going to let it go all the way through. Let the commentators actually try to talk about what happened. I know the sideline reporter's probably in on it too. I'm just happy ZHOU's okay. I'm happy Alexander Albon's okay, because apparently he went to the hospital. And George Russell, you are amazing. We'll say that. But yeah, let's get into it.
Zhou Guanyu starting in.
I'm just happy it wasn't. Imagine if it was raining, it probably would have been worse.
Nicholas Latifi gets in between him and George Russell. Gasly backs out. There's the
from
initial
that angle,
content.
it just looks disgusting.
That's where the car then is upside down onto the gravel, and then it flips and tries to right itself. And as it does so,
did you see the fans that were right there? It's probably just FIA, not FIA officials, but people working at Silverstone, and they're right there front and center.
And then it
they had
goes
to
over
run away from the fence
tyre
in that
barrier
accident.
and into the catch fencing. So he was actually, Martin.
So great.
Your
safety precautions worked. Dude,
I'm
blown away
by
this.
Halo very much doing its job before the car digs in, and you do not ever want to see accidents like that.
Yeah, I think George was pulling to the left into the AlphaTauri. That's tripped the Alfa Romeo completely over. Luckily, it lost a little bit of speed, going round and round and round into the gravel. As I said, it's always concerning them because you roll over who digs into the gravel. We're told we're only seeing these replays.
Yeah. George
now
Russell.
We know that he's okay.
Yes.
Just to reassure you. Yeah. So
and his tire
whether
just
George got a little
perfectly.
tap on his right-hand side, I don't know. But so 3 of them got together. So the centre of gravity of these cars is so unbelievably low that to tip them over is not easy.
Watch Gasly go to try and follow Latifi.
Does Pierre Gasly just try to shoot the gas, or what
he does?
Yeah,
it's like that's like a chain reaction. Okay, sorry, I said I wasn't going to pause the first time too. We're going
Stefano Domenicali,
that visualization that he is okay, that he is fine.
For Formula One, in conversation with Zhou Guanyu, Freddie Vasseur, the Alfa Romeo team principal there too.
Okay, so we're gonna try to go through the breakdown of this all, because there was a lot, and to go into, actually we'll go to the comments first. We'll go to the comments of this video just to see what people see or what people thought. It's such a crazy sequence of events. The halo saved him. Live telecast, not showing the replay of the accident for a very long period was stressful. It was insanely stressful, and I was livid. I was actually livid. Time for an investigation to understand why the roll hoop failed. What is a roll hoop? Is that supposed to like stop him from rolling as a? I mean, yeah, it might need to. Based on see him okay. Imagine no halo. I don't want to imagine no halo. Safety improvements of F1 really did save his life, and now that it's like front and center, now that F1 is like a massive, not massive sport, but I mean the fact that I'm able to even see F1 as an American in the middle of the United States. Talks about how large of a sport it is and how much it's grown, and so to see it sort of there and growing and the safety improvements that are involved in that. Like if someone died F1 on ESPN coverage in the United States, they would take it off the air. They would remove it so fast. So okay, we're gonna try to do like in depth, and we'll stop and like ask questions and stuff like that.
Nicholas Latifi gets in between him and
so obviously this was like how this. So you could see where Verstappen got off well. A couple of signs. Is that Lewis Hamilton? I think that's Lewis Hamilton. That's Charles Leclerc, Lando. Fernando Alonso.
Russell.
I don't know who
Gasly backs out.
Okay, so George Russell got a really bad start. George Russell got an awful start. Put him back. Pierre Gasly looks like he's trying to shoot the gap. Hits into the back right. Like he tries to brake and hits into the back right of George Russell, who's trying to go left. Which then smacks into ZHOU.
There's the initial
which leads to them rolling. And he immediately turned upside down. Like his tires immediately turned him upside down. Horrific
That's where
scene.
the car then is upside down.
So George Russell's still spinning. There's Esteban Ocon who got hit. There's Vettel. I don't know where Alexander Albon is. Albon's around here somewhere.
Tries to right itself.
Yeah, that was unofficial. That's right there. It's terrifying. By the barriers, like the car's coming at you. All you can do is cover it down.
Into the catch fencing. So he was actually, Martin, upside down, as you can see.
That pause right there, that visualization. Look at where his head is. If there is no halo there, that back wing is already gone. The back wing is already gone. So there would have been no helping him. That is the visualization I think everyone needs to see as for why the halo works, why it's perfect. I don't think anybody's going to argue it anymore. Halo works. That is the perfect visualization for it. He is upside down. Entirely upside down. And his head has space. He's got space.
Roll hoop.
Even right there. I mean, you can't even see his head right there. That's how the halo is the only thing separating his head from the ground.
And the halo very much doing its job before the car digs in, and you do not ever want to see accidents like that.
Yeah, I think George was pulling to the left.
I don't think he'll ever have an accident that's that bad again in his entire life.
Luckily, it lost a little bit of speed.
I'm not
going round and round and round into the gravel. I said,
I don't think he ever
concerning
will.
Them because you roll over
and that's a great
digs
thing.
into the gravel.
That he comes out
only seeing
unscathed
these
from
replays.
that. Like it's amazing.
Now we know that he's okay.
Yes.
Just to reassure you. Yeah. So whether George got a little tap on his right-hand side, I don't know. But so three of them got together. So the center of gravity of these cars is so unbelievably low that to tip them over,
so this is the Pierre
easy.
Gasly on board shows off.
To try and follow
So that's George Russell. Horrifyingly bad start. Latifi splits the gap. He gets right in between them, gets past them. And so if it was just these two, they would maybe not touch wheel to wheel because they can see each other, but they can't see Pierre Gasly in the back. Pierre Gasly is like the unknown force. So Pierre Gasly saw Latifi shoot that gap, and he thought he could do the same because both ZHOU and George Russell got bad starts. But he can't, so he backs off. And when he backs off, he clips the back left tire of George Russell, immediately sending debris in the air. Immediately he loses parts of his front wing. Immediately he's clipping into George Russell. And then by that point, the dominoes are already in motion. It's already in motion.
Contact.
George Russell's going full speed into ZHOU.
Yeah.
And by then, the car's full momentum tips ZHOU upside down, and they're spinning. And Pierre Gasly comes out unscathed from that. But that's literally the domino effect of how it happened. They watched, like, George Russell got a horrible start, same with ZHOU. Latifi shot the gap. Pierre Gasly watched him shoot the gap and tried to do the same. Was unable to do so. Not saying it's Pierre Gasly's fault by any means. He was simply trying to make a racing move. Like, it was just an unlucky move across the board. But okay. Let me know what you guys thought about the British Grand Prix. Please go take a look at that British Grand Prix reaction video. We will 110% do a live stream of the British Grand Prix at some point this week. It's my birthday week as well as a holiday here in the US. So I hope you guys, if you're from Canada, had an amazing Canada Independence Day on the 1st. British Grand Prix week. I hope everyone who's in the UK enjoyed the race. If you were watching it live, if you were drunk, if you were having a good time, I hope you did. And if you're from the US, happy Independence Day. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.